Alright, let's get straight into it. Now, no doubt you've heard that Marvel has released their latest multi-million-dollar movie, Doctor Strangelove. And with it, Marvel have promised all sorts of things. Doctors, strange things, love, flowing capes, glowy lights, and Benedict Cumberbatch. And I'll just say it right here, it certainly delivers on all of these things. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Doctor Strange is directed by Scott Derrickson and stars Benedict Cucumber, Tilda Swinton, Mads Hannibalsson, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and other great supporting cast members like Rachel McAdams and Benedict Wong, among others. Now, I feel I should start the actual review part of this review talking about just how much of a risk this movie is for Marvel. Like, think about their movie roster. Guy in iron suit, guy with abs, guy with hammer, guy who goes green, guy with bow and arrow, insane magical universe. And yes, I know there's been other stuff in there, but this movie is unlike any other superhero movie the world has ever really seen. So it's no surprise the film plays it pretty safe with a very by-the-numbers structure, so it can slowly kind of dip us into this crazy world. And let me just say, it is crazy. I know pretty much everyone is saying this, but the visuals of this movie are pretty mind-blowing. Like, seriously, it's like Inception meets Interstellar on acid. It's insane. I know everyone's banging on about the visuals and how it's worth the price of a ticket just to see them, but it is. It just needs to be mentioned. And because of these visuals, Doctor Strange is able to pull off some truly stunning action set pieces. Like, there are some really creative sequences that you just don't see in your average superhero movie. Like, seriously, I can't stress it enough. It's good stuff. But, you know, you can talk about the visuals and action stuff all you want, but that doesn't make a good film. And luckily, Doctor Strange is able to bring great characters to fill the world that are entertaining, engaging, and all very believable in their roles. Benedict Cumberbatch carries the film excellently and proves he will be able to more than hold his own in his upcoming entrance into the Avengers. He's smart, powerful, witty, funny, and he has a good American accent. The only time it really feels weird, the accent, is at the start where you hear a great American accent coming out of Benedict Crackerjack's mouth, whom you already know as the most British of Brits. But after that, I'm spending way too much time on this, but after that, it slides in easily and stays consistent through the movie. I mean, what else can I say? He's Benadryl Cumbersnath. He's always great. Tilda Swinton does a great job too as the Ancient One, able to more than hold her own on screen with Benny C, whilst bringing in intelligence and a certain amount of heart to the movie. Chiwetel Ejiofor is a good Mordo with a believable arc that works well, and Mads Mikkelsen does a good job with what he's given, but more on that later. Or now. Let's get to it now. Well, when he has time to do stuff, Mads is great. He doesn't really get a heap of time to do anything, which kind of ties into another problem I had with the film. I feel, and I realize this is a dangerous thing to say in today's day and age of speedy stuff, but I feel the film really could have benefited from a longer running time. The whole premise of magic in this universe is such an insane and interesting element that I really would have loved to have seen it explored more. Like, how do I put this without spoiling bits? I would have liked to have maybe seen more of Doctor Strange learning more diverse stuff and discovering more depth to the universe. Because as it is, he kind of learns a little bit of stuff, then it's basically big set pieces till the end. And don't get me wrong, they're good. Like, there are great character developments throughout, and the film doesn't really lose its heart because of the big set pieces or anything, but I just feel that if the second act had been expanded a bit, it could have been a bit more interesting. And also, as much as I praise the visuals, as you gear towards the end, you just know, and it's bound to happen, but you just know it's CGI, and it does get a little tiresome. Maybe it's just because I was very tired when I saw the film, but I just felt there was a bit more of a shift towards the big wavy city visuals and fantastical things, and that all that kind of came at the detriment of characters having character moments, which could have fleshed out Mads Mikkelsen's Caecilius just a little bit more and just helped the story a little bit. But that's enough of that, because in the end, this is still a great movie. As I said before, the characters are all believable and engaging. The story is simple, a little bit by the numbers and easy to follow, and the visuals are just something else. And look, maybe not the strongest villain, definitely not the weakest, and maybe just a tad too much CGI and not enough time spent exploring the world, but remember, all this is really personal preference, and you might disagree with literally everything I've said. But if you don't, then I'd certainly say check it out. Doctor Strange is great, or good, or one of the two. Enjoy! Thanks for checking out this vid, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a cheeky thumbs up if you did, or don't. I don't care much. So what did you think of Doctor Strange? And what are you kind of hoping Marvel can do next? Like a MODOK or anything that's not as terrifying? Leave a comment down below and I'd love to chat. Thanks everyone. Jay Grizzle out.